Hey, I'm David Price. I just wanted to take the opportunity to show the Runners Jam crew how to set up Garmin Connect for some of the sessions that we do on Tuesday mornings, which can be a little bit involved. But by setting it up in Garmin the night before, your watch can give you some cues while you're out there running and help you keep track of how far into the program you are, and particularly how long you've been standing around for those rest sessions that are supposed to be 2 minutes that sometimes spin out a little bit because we lose track of time. But it's pretty easy to do when you set it up on the Garmin Connect on the phone. Then it syncs through to your watch. So let's go in here and have a look what that might look like. So you open up the app, and then with this drop down, you go into training and then workouts. And I've got a few different ones here. I tend to set up a new one each week for the Runners Jam session and then put the date on it. So this is today's one, which was run for 5 minutes, then run at race pace for 3 minutes, run hard for 30 seconds and recover for 30 seconds, and repeat that 4 times, and then 5-minute session at the end. So you can do involved things like that, or just have a straight up solid, in this case it's just one objective, to run for an hour with the heart rate in zone 2. By doing this, then your watch will give you cues when your heart rate is too high or too low, so you know to put in more effort or less effort. So it's just a one-step thing, but I'll run you through how to set up a simple one, a medium one, and a hard one. All right, so let's have a look. We'll create a workout. We're going to go with run, and it starts off giving you a warm-up, run, and cool down. I'll click close and remove all the steps, and we'll start off with a clean sheet. So add a step, and then you just get this one thing that comes up. Click on that to edit it, and you can say what your step type is, which could be warm up, run, cool down, rest, or recover. When we're running on Tuesday mornings, if the instruction is to stop, stand still, and let your heart rate come down and get your breathing back, I'd say that is a rest. And if you've got to slow down and just run slowly to get your breath back, that's a recover. So that's what I use for those steps. So in this case, we're just going to say we'll go for a run. So select that. You might want to nominate how far you want to run or how long you want to run for this exercise. Let's say we wanted to run for 30 minutes. So I'll select time and then duration, and I'll spin this up to 30 minutes, and then set your target type. So if we go pace, then you can set a window that you want to try and stay within. I find that if it's much less than 30 seconds, then your watch gets pretty chatty because it's not 100% accurate, and particularly when you go from 1 kilometre to the next kilometre, it takes a little bit for it to recalibrate or recalculate where you're up to. But give it a go. If you can keep it tighter than that, well, that's good. But generally, I find 30 seconds is a good window, and try to run within that. So just up or down there, we'll go done and go back. And so I'm set up for a 30-minute run. So all we've got to do is go save, and we're going to call it 30-minute run. Call it what you want. Save. And so this is the new entry that I've got there. So that goes onto my workouts list. Then if I just go back to calendar, I can pick tomorrow's date, and up here on the 3 dots, add a workout, and I can pick that workout. So that will now sync through to my watch. And tomorrow morning when I go into run mode, it'll say, do you want to do the workout? And so then I say yes. It's pretty obvious what to do once you get that far on your watch. And then it'll give you 5 beeps to count down the last 5 seconds of your run, and you know that you're done. So that was a pretty easy one. Let's go into training workouts, and we'll do like a pyramid session. Create a workout, run, get rid of all these because they're just a bit confusing. There we go. And in this case, we want to add a step. So the first one that we often do is it's a run. So I'll leave that there. Go for distance rather than time. And generally for pyramids, it's 500 meters for the first one. Wind this up to there. And you could choose to set your pace, or you can set your heart rate zone, where you can say, well, I'm going to do my 500 meters at threshold effort. But generally that's not something that we're targeting. So we're going to go no target. We just do the 500 meters at whatever percentage Sandy says today's what we're going to do. All right, add a step. Next one generally is 1 kilometer, and it's 1 kilometer distance. There's no target on this one. Add another step. This one will be 2 kilometers. Done. Go back, add another step. That's often 2 kilometers for this one as well. 2, back, add a step. 1 kilometer, that's already there. Add a step. Duration 500 meters. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Done. And go back. So 500 meters, 1K, 2K, 2K, 1K, 500 meters. Now, often between those, we want to have a 2-minute rest. So let's add a step. We'll call this rest. Duration type is time, and duration is 2 minutes. Done. Now we can grab this little slider with the 3 lines and the up and down arrow here and just pull that up the page. Come on. There we go. And put it there. Then add a step. We're going to have another 2-minute break. Got to love those breaks, don't you? There we go. Oh, yeah, holding it down gives you a better chance to pick it up. So I'm going to speed up the video and not bore you with run, rest, run, rest. Okay, so that'll get you through to the end. I think the 2-minute rest at the end of that is a given. And if we put in the 2-minute rest and then end the workout, of course, that'll lower your average speed as well. And who wants that, right? So that's a beautiful pyramid session. So what are we? 2, 4, 6, 7K pyramid session. Complete with 2-minute breaks. All right, and again, if I go back and go to my calendar, then on, let's say, Thursday, add a workout. I can now pick from that one that we just created or the 7K pyramid session, and in it goes. So that's pretty cool. Let's do one more that's got some repeats in it. Go back to here, training, workouts, add a workout, run. All right, I'll clear these out. Remove. Okay. Add a step. The first thing this morning was 5-minute sort of slow run. So we were going for time. 5 minutes. Done. And we can pick a target. In this case, I think I didn't set it this morning, but you could. I think 5:30 to 6 minutes is what we were sort of going for. Then the next part of it was 4 repeats of a 3-minute run, 30 seconds go hard and 30 seconds recovery. So we'll put in add repeat. We're going to go 4 times. Done. The run was for a time of 3 minutes. And in this case, I'll just change the pace to maybe 5 minutes to 5:30. Because it's supposed to be race pace. And go back. And then this next step in here was a run for 30 seconds, going very hard. And I find that 30 seconds is just too short a time for the watch to catch up with setting any sort of intensity. So I'm not going to set that in there. It'll just get too beepy and distracting. So I'd say don't worry about putting in any intensity targets unless it's at least more than a minute and maybe 2 minutes. All right, now we're going to add another step, which is going to drop down below those repeats. It's going to be a recovery for a time of 30 seconds. There it is. Go back, and then we can drag that up into this box. And so it becomes, that's the 3 steps in the reps. Then we want one more step at the end, which was a 5-minute cool down run. Distance, time, going to be 5. Done. And that was the session we had on the 5th of October. So I'll save it. Run workout. I don't want to give it the same name as I did before, so I'll just go RJ2. And we can go back, go to my calendar. Looks like I've got a busy week. All right, so there we go. That's in the calendar. Go to your watch in the morning when you go for the run and say, do you want to do the workout? And it'll let you pick. Now, the other thing that we could do, and which I sometimes do, is put in 2 different workouts. So if we make a new one, run, and I won't get rid of that. Remove this. This would be just the warm-up. When we head up to the netball courts, we don't really know exactly how far we're going to go or exactly how long it's going to take. It's just a warm-up. So the duration type will be, it'll end when you press the lap button rather than you have a specific time or distance. So if I do that, and we'll say RJ warm up, save, and go back to, calendar, put that down for tomorrow, add the workout, warm up, and now they're both there. So when I go into run mode on the watch, it'll say, do you want to do the workout, and then give you a chance to pick which one you want to start with. When you finish that first one, you've actually got to back out of the run mode, take it all the way back to the watch mode, and then then go back into start a new run, and then you can select the other scheduled mode there. Now, what I find is the big advantage of setting it up in the phone this way is that then if we go to Strava, in the workout, you can see it's broken up. The first bar there is the 5-minute sort of warm up part, then a 3-minute race pace, 30 seconds of go hard, 30 seconds of go slow, and then each of those repeats to get through to the end. And then I did a bit of a walk at the end with Cameron, who was joining us today for the first time. So this is where I find that it's worth going to the extra effort to put in the details of the session, and then you can get better data out of it at the other end and see how you're improving specifically on those little segments. All right, well, I hope that was helpful. I guess you can put in the chat if you've got any other questions, or you want a demo of how to set up something else in particular. All right, and I'll see you all out there.